This edition of Foodie Friday brings us to Ocean 13, where you're sure to find plenty of memorable and flavor-filled options on the menu. Usually after a meal like this, I gotta level with you, I take a foodie nap in the back of the car on the way back to the station, and you all at home will probably need one just from watching.
Being a small business and family owned and operated is very, very important to us.
We want quality, and we want, again, people to have experience when they come here. We want them to tell their friends, come on back, enjoy yourselves.
No meal at Ocean 13 is complete without the wow factor, even if it comes in a cute little pastry packet.
The main part of cooking is leaving it alone for the first couple of minutes. You want that good sear on both sides.
This Wellington, for one, starts with seared filet mignon coated in Dijon mustard, and then
I like to give it a good stretch. You don't want it to be see-through in any place, but you want it to be wider than the meat.
Next, the cuts are coated in prosciutto and a savory mushroom duxelle.
We are just going to roll that right up all the way around and then push in the sides just a tad bit. Just roll it back and forth.
After slicing some slots on top and giving an egg wash,
we're going to pop in the oven for about 10 minutes.
Meanwhile, executive chef Jason Jones pops these puppies in the oven.
We want it to be rocky when you look over it. We want a nice brown on some of the lumps, but most of it should be one consistent color.
And sous chef Jackson Lewis plates up the sides. Both dishes so far are accompanied by crispy fried Brussels sprouts and creamy risotto.
It takes a lot of care to make sure that every plate looks like the last.
And those crab cakes were nothing to shake a claw at.
The caramelization that the crab cake got just really amplifies all those sweet flavors that we love about blue crab, which makes it the king of crabs.
And the filet inside of the Wellington perfectly cooked. The whole affair is only elevated by topping it with jumbo lump crab meat and a dreamy imperial sauce. I love the little extra layer of prosciutto as well. It just gives like a nice pop of saltiness. But that mushroom duxelle on the inside is really what ties it all together. It is so flavorful. You gotta get some of that steak and some of the crab meat together. It is like the ultimate surf and turf.
Speaking of turf.
All of our burgers come well done, but they still stay juicy because of the way we sear them.
Buckle up for this barbecue short rib smash burger, dressed up with homemade barbecue sauce and balanced on a pillowy pretzel bun.
We flip our burger and we put our cheese on to melt and finish. We say that we have the messiest burgers in Ocean City, and we want to stick with that.
And that short rib is just beautifully tender, tons of flavor. The sauce, it's definitely sweet. It's definitely not overly sweet though, and it's got a nice smokiness to it.
In the off chance that you're not full yet, 4 words: French toast bread pudding. This bread pudding is the bread pudding, I'm gonna say. It is so just rich and dreamy and sweet in all the right ways. And speaking of getting messy, one of those loaded burgers on the menu has spaghetti on it, and another has mac and cheese and chili. They are truly monstrous, but again, in a good way. That was Ocean 13 in Ocean City. If you go to check them out, tell them that you saw them on Foodie Friday. And if you have any suggestions for me or Mike, just send them to us on newsroom@WMDT.com.